Have you ever felt an inexplicable heaviness in your bedroom, a lingering sense of stagnant energy that seems to affect your sleep and overall well-being? The answer to transforming your space might be simpler than you think, and it lies in an ingredient found in every kitchen: salt. Throughout history, salt has been revered as more than just a seasoning. From the ancient Egyptians to modern-day spiritual practitioners, this crystalline mineral has been recognized as powerful energy-clearing property. On date, as we approach a powerful lunar phase, there's no better time to explore this transformative practice. The connection between salt and spiritual cleansing runs deep in human history. Ancient texts speak of salt's ability to ward off negative energy, with references found in traditions spanning from Asian feng shui to European folklore. This isn't just superstition. Salt has natural properties that make it an excellent conductor and absorber of energy. Think of salt as nature's spiritual vacuum cleaner. Just as it preserves food and purifies water, it can purify the energy in your personal space. When placed under your bed, salt creates an energetic barrier that works while you sleep, protecting you during your most vulnerable hours. The science behind this practice, while not conventional, has its own logic. Salt crystals are known to emit negative ions, which can help neutralize electromagnetic frequencies in your environment. Many people report feeling lighter and more energized after implementing this simple ritual. Let's delve into why the space under your bed is particularly significant. In many spiritual traditions, this area is considered a gathering point for stagnant energy. Think about it. Dust naturally collects under your bed, and in the same way, energetic debris can accumulate there too. Your bed is where you spend approximately 1/3 of your life, making it a crucial space for energetic hygiene. The timing of this practice is important. While you can perform this ritual anytime you feel called to, certain dates amplify its effectiveness. The new moon, for instance, represents new beginnings and is an ideal time to initiate energy clearing practice. Date marks a particularly powerful alignment for such spiritual work. Before beginning this practice, it's essential to prepare both your space and your mindset. Your intention is just as important as the physical act of placing the salt. This isn't about going through the motion. It's about creating a meaningful ritual that resonates with your personal energy. The type of salt you use matters. While regular table salt can work in a pinch, natural sea salt or Himalayan pink salt carries additional mineral properties that enhance the clearing effects. These unprocessed salts retain their natural energy and have been formed through centuries of crystallization, making them more potent for spiritual work. Consider the container you'll use as well. A small glass bowl or ceramic dish works best, as these materials don't interfere with salt's natural property. Avoid metal containers, as they can disrupt the energetic flow. The size of the container should be proportionate to your bed. A small bowl for a twin bed, while a larger bed might benefit from 2 bowls placed at opposite corners. The ritual itself is beautifully simple, yet profound. Begin by clearing the space under your bed. This physical cleaning is the first step in energy clearing. Remove any stored item, vacuum thoroughly, and allow the space to breathe. This act alone can shift the energy in your room. Next, prepare your salt. Take a moment to hold the salt in your hands, infusing it with your intention. What energy do you wish to clear? What kind of space do you want to create? Let these thoughts flow into the salt as you prepare it for its purpose. The amount of salt needed varies, but a general guideline is about 1 cup per bowl. Fill your chosen container about 3/4 full, leaving room for the salt to absorb energy without spilling over. Some practitioners add a few drops of essential oils, like lavender or sage, to enhance the clearing property, though this is optional. As you place the bowl under your bed, position it where you intuitively feel it's needed most. Many people find that placing it under the head of the bed provides the most benefit, as this aligns with your own energy field while sleeping. If using multiple bowls, symmetrical placement can help create a balanced energy field. The moment of placement is sacred. Take a few deep breaths and set your intention clearly. You might want to speak a simple blessing or affirmation, something as straightforward as, "I ask that this salt absorb any negative energy and promote peaceful healing sleep," can be powerful when spoken with conviction. Now comes the important part, maintaining the practice. Salt doesn't just absorb negative energy once and stop working. It continues to collect energetic debris over time, much like a filter. To maintain its effectiveness, the salt should be replaced regularly. Mark date on your calendar as a reminder to refresh your salt. How do you know when it's time to change the salt? There are several signs to watch for. The salt may appear darker, feel heavier, energetic, or you might notice a return of restless sleep or heavy energy in the room. Some people change their salt weekly, while others do it monthly or with the moon phases. Trust your intuition on timing. When removing old salt, it's important to dispose of it mindfully. This salt has absorbed negative energy and should be treated accordingly. The best method is to dissolve it in running water, allowing the cleansed energy to return to the earth. Some traditions suggest adding a prayer of gratitude as you do this. Never reuse salt that's been used for energy clearing. Once it's served its purpose, its job is done. Trying to reuse it would be like trying to clean with a dirty sponge. Always start fresh with new salt to ensure the most effective energy clearing. As you continue this practice, you may notice subtle changes in your space and yourself. Many people report sleeping more deeply, having more vivid dreams, or feeling more refreshed upon waking. The energy in the room may feel lighter, clearer, and more conducive to rest and rejuvenation. Pay attention to your pet's behavior as well. Animals are naturally sensitive to energy and often respond visibly to changes in their environment. You might notice your cat or dog seeming more relaxed or choosing different sleeping spots. These can be indicators that the energy in your space is shifting. Some practitioners enhance the salt's effects by combining it with other spiritual crystals like clear quartz or black tourmaline can be added to the salt bowl to amplify protection clearing. However, remember that simplicity often carries its own power. Salt alone is more than sufficient for effective energy. The beauty of this practice lies in its accessibility. Unlike many spiritual practices that require extensive training or expensive tools, this is something anyone can do. The materials are affordable and easily obtained, and the ritual itself is straightforward yet profound. Consider documenting your experience with this practice. Keep a simple journal, noting the dates you changed the salt, any dreams you remember, and changes you observe in your space and well-being. Over time, patterns may emerge that help you understand how this practice best serves your specific needs. Remember that energy clearing is not a one-time event, but an ongoing practice of maintaining sacred space. Your bedroom should be a sanctuary, a place where you can fully relax and rejuvenate. The simple act of placing salt under your bed is a way of honoring this space and your need for energetic cleanliness. As the seasons change, you might notice different energetic needs. During more challenging times, you might feel called to change the salt more frequently. During periods of natural harmony, the salt might last longer before needing replacement. Let your practice evolve with your need. The ritual of placing salt under your bed can become a meaningful part of your spiritual hygiene routine. Just as you shower to cleanse your physical body, this practice cleanses your energetic body while you sleep. It's a passive, yet powerful way to maintain your energetic boundary and promote healing. Consider the symbolism of this practice. Salt has been used in sacred ceremony across cultures for thousands of years. By continuing this tradition in your own space, you're connecting with an ancient lineage of spiritual practitioners who understood the importance of energetic cleansing. The location of your bed within the room can also influence the effectiveness of this practice. If possible, position your bed so it doesn't align directly with doors or windows, as this can create too much energy flow. The salt can help buffer these effects, but proper placement enhances its work. As you become more attuned to energy, you might notice specific areas under your bed that seem to need more attention. Trust these intuitive hits. They're often pointing to spots where energy tends to stagnate. You can adjust the placement of your salt bowls accordingly. While some might dismiss this practice as mere superstition, those who try it often find themselves pleasantly surprised by its effect. The subtle changes in sleep quality, mood, and overall well-being can be quite remarkable. Even skeptics often report feeling a difference in their space. Think of this practice as creating an energetic foundation for your rest. Just as a house needs a solid foundation, your sleep needs a clean, clear, energetic base. The salt works silently through the night, supporting your natural healing and rejuvenation processes. The practice can be particularly helpful during major life transition, moving to a new home, starting a new job, ending a relationship. These situations often benefit from additional energetic support. The salt can help clear old energy pattern and make space for new beginning. If you share your bed with a partner, this practice can benefit both of you. Discuss the ritual together and set shared intention or space. This can become a meaningful way to co-create a harmonious sleeping environment that supports both of your needs. Many people notice that their dreams become more vivid or meaningful after beginning this practice. This could be because clearer energy allows for clearer dream message. Keep a dream journal by your bed to record any insights that come through during this time. The practice can be adapted for different bed sizes and room configuration. A California king might benefit from 4 smaller bowls placed at each corner, while a twin bed might only need 1 bowl at the head. Let practicality guide the decision while maintaining the sacred intention. Some practitioners like to empower their salt with moonlight before placing it under the bed. On date, you might want to set your salt outside or on a windowsill to charge under the full moon before beginning the practice. This adds another layer of intentional energy to the ritual. The ritual can also be adapted for different sleeping arrangements. If you sleep on a futon or mattress close to the ground, you can place the salt bowls nearby at the same level. The key is maintaining the salt's proximity to your sleeping space while respecting the practical constraints of your environment. Cultural variations of this practice exist worldwide, each adding their own unique element. In some tradition, prayers or blessings are written on paper and placed beneath the salt. Others combine salt with herbs like lavender or rosemary for added protective property. Feel free to incorporate elements that resonate with your cultural background or spiritual beliefs. Weather and climate can affect how often you need to change your salt. In humid environment, the salt may absorb moisture along with energy, requiring more frequent replacement. In drier climates, the salt might maintain its effectiveness longer. Pay attention to these environmental factors as you develop your practice. The quality of your sleep environment extends beyond just energetic cleansing. Consider how this salt practice can complement other aspects of sleep hygiene. Clean sheets, appropriate room temperature, and minimal electronic interference all work together with the salt's energy-clearing property to create optimal sleeping conditions. Some practitioners report that this practice helps with electromagnetic sensitivity. In our modern world of wireless devices and electronic equipment, the salt's ability to absorb and neutralize different types of energy can be particularly beneficial. Consider this an energetic shield against the invisible but impactful electronic frequencies that surround us. Children's rooms can especially benefit from this practice. Young ones are often more sensitive to energy, and many parents report that their children sleep better and have fewer nightmares when salt is placed under their beds. Of course, ensure the salt is secured in a way that curious little ones can't access. The practice can be particularly powerful during astrological events. Solar eclipses, meteor showers, and intense full moons can all affect the energy in our spaces. Having salt under your bed during these times provides extra support for processing cosmic energy while you sleep. Consider the broader implications of this practice in your home's overall energy. The bedroom where you sleep is like the heart of your personal space. By maintaining clear energy there, you create a ripple effect that can influence the energy of your entire living environment. Some find it helpful to sage or smudge their space before beginning this practice for the first time. This initial clearing sets a clean foundation for the salt to maintain. While not necessary, it can enhance the overall effectiveness of your energy management practice. The type of bed frame you have might influence how you position the salt. Metal frames conduct energy differently than wooden ones. With metal frames, you might want to place the salt bowls slightly away from the frame's legs to prevent any interference with the natural energy flow. Those who travel frequently might want to create a portable version of this practice. A small pouch of salt tucked into a pillowcase or placed under a hotel mattress can help maintain energetic boundaries when sleeping away from home. Just remember to dispose of it properly before returning home. Personal energy sensitivity varies greatly from person to person. Some might feel immediate effects from this practice, while others might notice subtle changes over time. Neither experience is more valid than the other. What matters is how the practice serves your individual need. The relationship between salt and sleep has been noted in various healing traditions. Salt caves, for instance, have long been used for their therapeutic property. Placing salt under your bed brings a small measure of this ancient healing modality into your personal space. Some practitioners combine this practice with bedtime meditation or prayer. The knowledge that the salt is working to clear and protect your space can deepen your relaxation practice. It becomes a physical anchor for your intention to rest deeply and safely. The height of your bed frame might influence the salt's effectiveness. Traditional practices often recommend keeping the salt as close to the mattress as possible while still being under it. If your bed is very high, you might experiment with raising the salt on a small shelf or platform under. Seasonal changes often bring different energetic challenges. During winter months, when we spend more time indoors, the salt might need to work harder to maintain clear energy. Summer months, with their increased activity and longer days, might require different placement or changing frequency. The practice can be especially helpful during Mercury retrograde period, which occurs several times throughout the year. These astrological events are often associated with communication difficulties and technological glitches. The salt can help stabilize your personal energy during these challenging cosmic times. Some people notice their sleep cycles naturally aligning more with natural rhythms after beginning this practice. You might find yourself naturally waking with the sun or feeling more in tune with the moon phases. This alignment can be a sign that the salt is helping to clear artificial energetic interference. The practice can be particularly supportive during periods of spiritual growth or awakening. As you undergo internal transformation, the salt helps clear old energetic patterns that no longer serve you, making space for new awareness and understanding to emerge. When working with salt for energy clearing, some practitioners find it helpful to establish a relationship with the element itself. Take time to appreciate salt's role in human history, its essential nature to life, and its powerful transformative property. This appreciation can deepen your practice and its effectiveness. Remember that this practice is part of a larger tradition of space clearing and energy maintenance. It can be integrated with other practices like regular cleaning, decluttering, or feng shui adjustment. Each supportive action you take helps create a more harmonious living environment. The practice might need adjustment during different life phases. During pregnancy, illness, or major life changes, you might find yourself more sensitive to energy and requiring more frequent salt changes. Listen to your body and adjust accordingly. Some find it beneficial to add this practice during home renovation or after significant events in the home. Construction work can stir up old energy, and the salt can help stabilize and clear these disruptions. Similarly, after hosting gatherings or celebration, refreshing the salt can help return your space to its peaceful baseline. The subtle effects of this practice often become more noticeable over time. You might start recognizing patterns in how different activities or visitors affect your space's energy and how the salt helps maintain balance. This awareness can inform how you manage your home's overall energy. In shared living spaces, this practice can help maintain personal energetic boundary while respecting communal harmony. The salt under your bed creates a kind of energetic sanctuary within your personal space, even in busy or crowded living situations. Those who work night shifts or have irregular sleep schedule might find this practice particularly helpful. The salt works regardless of when you sleep, helping to create optimal conditions for rest, no matter what time of day you need to recharge. For those who experience seasonal affective disorder, SAID, or are sensitive to weather changes, this practice can provide additional support during challenging times. The salt's stabilizing presence can help maintain energetic balance, even when external conditions are fluctuating. The practice can be especially meaningful during grief or emotional processing. While salt under the bed isn't a substitute for professional support, many find it helps create a safer space for emotional release during sleep, when much of our subconscious processing occurs. Some practitioners notice that their dream recall improves with consistent salt placement. This might be because clearer energy allows for clearer channels of communication between conscious and subconscious minds. Keep in mind that increased dream activity isn't necessarily a sign of disrupted sleep, often quite the opposite. The positioning of salt can be adapted for different types of spiritual work. Those working on specific chakras might place the salt in corresponding positions under the bed. For root chakra work, for instance, salt might be positioned under the foot of the bed. In homes with multiple floors, the placement of salt can take on additional significance. Those sleeping on upper floors might find they need less frequent salt changes, while ground floor bedrooms might benefit from more regular renewal of the salt. This relates to traditional understanding of how energy moves through building. Practitioners living near bodies of water often report unique experience in this practice. The natural movement of water energy can amplify the salt's effect, sometimes requiring more frequent change, but often resulting in deeper energetic clearing. The practice can be particularly supportive during times of intense dream work or spiritual study. As you delve deeper into consciousness exploration, the salt helps maintain clear boundaries between different states of awareness. Those sensitive to geological features like ley lines or earthquake fault lines might find this practice especially helpful. The salt can help buffer against intense earth energies that might otherwise disturb sleep pattern. The ritual can be adapted for different bed shapes and sizes. Round beds, for instance, might benefit from salt placed in a circle underneath, while corner beds might need strategic placement to cover both walls they touch. Some find it helpful to coordinate salt changes with house cleaning schedule. This creates a comprehensive approach to both physical and energetic cleanliness, with each practice supporting the other. The practice can be particularly beneficial during home office transition, especially for those who've had to adapt spaces for remote work. The salt helps maintain the energetic distinction between work and rest areas, particularly important when these spaces are in close proximity. Those working with crystal might notice interesting synergy between their crystal grid work and salt placement. While the practices can complement each other, it's generally recommended to keep crystals and salt separate, as salt can affect some crystals' physical property. The timing of salt placement can align with personal ritual practice. Some choose to change their salt during personal power days, like birthdays or anniversaries, adding another layer of intention to the practice. In multi-story buildings, the practice might need adaptation based on your location within the building. Upper floor apartments might experience different energy patterns than ground floor units, requiring adjustments to salt placement and changing frequency. The practice can be particularly supportive during periods of physical healing. While not a replacement for medical care, many report that clear energy supports their body's natural healing processes during sleep. Some practitioners find that this practice helps them maintain better boundaries in their waking life as well. The experience of maintaining clear energy in your sleep space can translate to better energetic hygiene in other areas of life. The ritual can be especially powerful during house blessings or space clearings, including salt placement as part of a larger blessing ceremony can help anchor the positive intentions for the space. Those living in areas with strong electromagnetic fields, such as near power lines or cell towers, might need to change their salt more frequently. The salt's absorption property can help mitigate these external influences on sleep. The practice can be adapted for temporary living situations. Students in dorms or those in temporary housing can modify the practice to work within their circumstances while still maintaining its core benefit. Some find that this practice supports better temperature regulation during sleep. While likely psychosomatic, many report feeling less affected by temperature fluctuation when their space is energetically clear. The ritual can be particularly supportive during major astronomical events. Full moons, eclipses, and planetary alignment can affect sensitive individuals, and having clean, clear energy in the sleep space can help process cosmic. Those who practice energy healing or body work might notice that this practice supports their professional work as well. Clear personal energy translates to clearer channels for healing work. The practice can be especially helpful during periods of intense creativity or artistic work. Many find that clearer sleep energy supports better access to creative inspiration and problem solving during both sleep and waking hours. Some practitioners notice improved relationships with dream guides or enhanced lucid dreaming capability after implementing this practice. The clear energy field can support more conscious interaction with different states of consciousness. Those living in urban environment might find this practice particularly beneficial as a buffer against the intense collective energy of life. The salt can help maintain a peaceful sanctuary amid the bustling energy of metropolitan areas. The practice can be especially supportive during periods of spiritual fasting or cleansing. As the body undergoes intentional purification, the salt helps clear corresponding energetic debris, that might be released during the process. Some practitioners notice that their pet's behavior changes around the time the salt needs changing. Animals' natural sensitivity to energy can make them excellent indicators of when it's time to refresh your salt place. The ritual can be adapted for different sleeping elevation. Those who use elevated beds or loft spaces might experiment with placing salt at different heights to find the most effective arrangement for their situation. During times of social upheaval or collective stress, this practice can help maintain a stable personal energy. The salt acts as a buffer between your sleep space and the intense emotional energy that can pervade during challenging times. The practice might need adjustment during home renovations or repairs. Construction work can disturb stagnant energy in walls and foundations, making more frequent salt changes beneficial during these periods. Some find that this practice supports better boundaries with technology. The salt's presence might help create a more defined energetic separation between sleep space and digital devices. The ritual can be particularly helpful during career transitions or job searches. Clear energy during sleep can support better decision-making and intuition during important professional phases. Those who work with ancestors or family healing might notice this practice supports their work. The salt can help clear inherited energy patterns that might surface during deep healing work. The practice can be especially beneficial during periods of intense study or academic work. Many report better information retention and processing when sleeping in a space with clear energy. Some practitioners coordinate their salt changes with moon phases, creating a rhythm that aligns with natural cycle. This can add another layer of intention to the practice. The ritual might need adaptation in homes with underfloor heating or cooling systems. The interaction between temperature regulation systems and salt placement might require experimentation to find optimal arrangement. Those who practice yoga or meditation might notice enhanced benefits from their practice when their sleep space is energetically clear. The salt can help maintain the elevated vibrations achieved during spiritual practice. The practice can be particularly supportive during periods of detoxification or dietary changes. As the body releases physical toxins, the salt helps clear corresponding energetic debris. Some find that this practice helps them maintain better time boundary, naturally supporting healthier sleep and wake cycle. The clear energy field can help strengthen natural circadian rhythms. The ritual might need special consideration in historic buildings or spaces with significant emotional. Older buildings often carry layered energy that might require more frequent salt change. Those who work in healing or counseling professions might find this practice especially supportive. It can help maintain clearer personal energy boundary between professional and private life. The practice can be particularly beneficial during Mercury retrograde periods, offering stability during times of potential communication and technology challenges. Some practitioners notice improved air quality in their bedroom after implementing this practice. While this might be subjective, many report easier breathing and better sleep quality. The ritual can be especially helpful during times of relationship transition, whether processing a breakup or beginning a new relationship. The salt helps maintain clear personal energy boundary. Those who travel frequently might notice more pronounced effect when returning home to their salt-protected space. The contrast can help reinforce the practice's benefits. The practice might need adjustment in different climates. Humid environments might require more frequent salt changing, while drier climate might allow for longer periods between changes. Some find that this practice supports better dream recall and interpretation. The clear energy field might help maintain clearer channels between conscious and subconscious awareness. The ritual can be particularly supportive during periods of writing or creative work. Many report enhanced creative flow when their sleep space is energetically clear. Those who practice energy healing might notice that their personal practice becomes more effective when their sleep space is consistently clear. The practice can be especially beneficial during times of physical recovery or rehabilitation. Clear energy can support the body's natural healing processes during rest. Some practitioners notice improved meditation experiences when their bedroom maintains clear energy through salt placement. The ritual might need special consideration in shared living spaces where multiple energy fields interact. Clear boundaries become especially important in communal environment. Those who work with plant medicine or herbalism might find this practice complements their other healing modality. The salt's purifying properties can work in harmony with plant energy. The practice can be particularly helpful during periods of intense emotional processing or shadow work. The salt provides a stable energetic foundation for deep inner exploration. Some practitioners notice that their intuitive abilities become sharper when their sleep space is consistently protected with salt. The clear energy field might support better access to subtle information. The ritual can be especially beneficial during astrological transits affecting one's natal chart. The salt helps process and integrate these cosmic influences during sleep. Those who practice sound healing or work with frequency might find this practice enhances their work. The salt can help maintain the pure vibrations established during sound session. The practice might need adjustment when living near power plants or other high-energy industrial areas. More frequent salt changes might be beneficial in these locations. Some find that this practice helps them maintain better boundaries with digital technology. Many report naturally reducing screen time before bed when their sleep space is energetically clear. The ritual can be particularly supportive during periods of financial stress or abundance work. The salt helps maintain stable personal energy while working with money matters. Those who work with tarot or divination might notice enhanced clarity in their readings when their sleep space is consistently protected. The clear energy supports clearer channel for intuitive work. The practice can be especially beneficial during solar flares or other space weather events. The salt helps buffer against intense cosmic energy that might affect sensitive individuals. Some practitioners notice improved relationships with houseplants when implementing this practice. The clear energy might support better growing conditions for living things in the space. The ritual might need special consideration in basement bedrooms or garden-level apartments. Ground-level spaces often require more frequent salt changes due to earth energy. Those who practice martial arts or energy work might find this practice supports their training. Clear personal energy translates to clearer movement and intention in practice. The practice can be particularly helpful during periods of career advancement or job searching. Many report enhanced clarity in professional decisions when their sleep space is energetically clear. Some find that this practice helps them maintain better boundaries in their social media use. The clear energy supports more conscious engagement with digital platforms. The ritual can be especially beneficial during times of family healing or ancestral work. The salt helps process generational patterns that might surface during sleep. Those who work with essential oils might find interesting synergy between aromatherapy and salt placement. The practices can complement each other while maintaining distinct benefit. The practice might need adjustment in homes with multiple stories or split level. Energy flow through buildings can affect how often salt needs to be changed at different heights. Some practitioners notice improved digestion when their sleep space is consistent protected. The clear energy might support better physical processing during rest. The ritual can be particularly supportive during periods of artistic blocks or creative challenges. Many report breakthrough insights during sleep in clear energy fields. Those who practice Feng Shui might find this practice enhances their space arrangements. The salt can support the intentional energy flow created through Feng Shui principles. The practice can be especially beneficial during eclipse season or other powerful astrological events. The salt helps process intense cosmic energies during these periods. Some find that this practice helps them maintain better boundaries with work-related stress. The clear energy supports better separation between professional and personal life. The ritual might need special consideration in spaces with a history of trauma or negative events. More frequent salt changes might be beneficial in these situations. Those who work with crystal grids might find interesting combinations between grid work and salt placement. While keeping the practices separate, they can work in harmony. Those who practice water ritual or work with sacred waters might find this practice enhances their connection to the element. The salt's natural affinity with water can create powerful energetic synergy. The practice can be particularly helpful during periods of physical transformation, such as pregnancy or major lifestyle changes. The salt provides stable energy during times of bodily flux. Some practitioners notice improved communication in their relationships when their sleep space is consistently protected. The clear energy might support better emotional expression. The ritual can be especially beneficial during times of moving or relocating. Using salt in both old and new sleeping spaces can help ease energetic transition. Those who work with color therapy might find this practice supports their healing work. The clear energy field can help maintain the benefits of color healing session. The practice might need adjustment in spaces near natural water sources like rivers or ocean. The moving water energy can affect how quickly the salt absorbs environmental energy. Some find that this practice helps them maintain better boundaries with food and eating habits. Many report more intuitive eating patterns when their sleep energy is clear. The ritual can be particularly supportive during periods of spiritual initiation or teaching. The salt helps process the intense energies that often accompany spiritual advancement. Those who practice automatic writing or channeling might notice enhanced clarity in their messages when their sleep space is consistently protected. The clear energy supports cleaner communication channels. The practice can be especially beneficial during periods of collective transformation or societal change. The salt helps maintain personal energetic stability during times of external flux. Some practitioners notice improved synchronicity in their daily lives when implementing this practice. The clear energy might support better alignment with universal flow. The ritual might need special consideration in spaces with active paranormal activity. More frequent salt changes might be beneficial in these situations. Those who work with sacred geometry might find interesting parallels between geometric principle and salt crystal formation. The practices can inform each other while remaining distinct. The practice can be particularly helpful during periods of deep psychological work or therapy. Many report more productive processing during sleep in clear energy fields. Some find that this practice helps them maintain better boundaries with past relationships. The clear energy supports healthy energetic separation from former connection. The ritual can be especially beneficial during times of increased spiritual activity or awakening. The salt helps ground intense spiritual experiences during sleep. Those who practice energy medicine might find this practice enhances their healing work. Clear personal energy can translate to clearer healing channel. The practice might need adjustment in spaces with high electromagnetic fields from smart home devices. Modern technology can affect how quickly the salt absorbs environmental energy. Some practitioners notice improved focus and concentration when their sleep space is consistently protected. The clear energy might support better mental clarity during waking hours. The ritual can be particularly supportive during periods of voice work or public speaking preparation. Many report stronger vocal presence when sleeping in clear energy. Those who work with weather sensitivity might find this practice helps stabilize their reactions to atmospheric changes. The salt can help buffer against intense weather energy. The practice can be especially beneficial during times of dental work or oral health changes. The clear energy supports better physical processing during healing. Some find that this practice helps them maintain better boundary with inherited family patterns. The salt supports clearer distinction between personal and familial energy. The ritual might need special consideration in spaces with underground water sources or caves. These natural features can affect the frequency of needed salt changes. Those who practice breathwork or pranayama might notice enhanced benefits when their sleep space is consistently protected. The clear energy supports deeper breathing practice. Those who work with lunar cycles might find this practice particularly powerful during specific moon phases. The salt's energy clearing property can be amplified during full and new moons. The practice can be especially helpful during periods of dietary changes or fasting. Many report more stable energy levels when their sleep space is consistently protected. Some practitioners notice improved dream symbolism and interpretation ability when implementing this practice. The clear energy field might support better dream recall and understanding. The ritual can be particularly supportive during times of home business operation. Those who work from home might find it helps maintain better boundary between work and rest spaces. Those who practice energy gridding or ley line work might find interesting connection between earth energy lines and salt placement. The practices can complement each other naturally. The practice might need adjustment spaces near crematoriums or cemetery. These locations often carry unique energy patterns that might require more frequent salt changing. Some find that this practice helps them maintain better boundaries with digital entertainment. Many report more mindful consumption of media when their sleep space is energetically clear. The ritual can be especially beneficial during periods of intense physical training or athletic preparation. The salt helps process physical exertion energy during rest and recovery. Those who work with sound bowls or singing bowls might notice enhanced resonance in their practice when their sleep space is consistently protected. The clear energy supports purer sound vibration. The practice can be particularly helpful during periods of writing or journaling practice. Many report enhanced creative flow when their sleep environment is energetically clear. Some practitioners notice improved circulation and energy flow in their bodies when implementing this practice. The clear space might support better physical energy use during rest. The ritual might need special consideration in spaces with multiple pets or animals. Animal energy can affect how quickly the salt absorbs environmental energy. Those who practice shadow work or inner child healing might find this practice supports their emotional processing. The salt helps create a safe container for deep inner work. The practice can be especially beneficial during times of career transition or job interview. Clear energy during sleep can support better decision-making and confidence. Some find that this practice helps them maintain better boundaries with news and media consumption. The clear energy supports more balanced engagement with world events. The ritual can be particularly supportive during periods of hormone balance or endocrine health focus. Many report more stable physical responses when sleeping in clear energy. Those who work with essential oils or aromatherapy might notice enhanced benefit when combining these practices mindfully. The salt can help maintain the pure vibrations of therapeutic scents. The practice might need adjustment in spaces near busy streets or urban centers. Environmental noise and energy can affect how quickly the salt needs refreshing. Some practitioners notice improved meditation depth when their sleep space is consistently protected. The clear energy field might support deeper states of consciousness. The ritual can be especially beneficial during times of relationship development or dating. Many report clearer intuition about connections when their sleep space is energetically clear. Those who practice energy healing or Reiki might find this practice enhances their ability to channel healing energy. Clear personal space can support clearer healing channels. The practice can be particularly helpful during periods of decluttering or space clearing. The salt supports the maintenance of clear energy after physical space clearing. Some find that this practice helps them maintain better boundaries with virtual relationships. The clear energy supports healthier online connection and communication. The ritual might need special consideration in spaces with significant mineral deposits underneath. Natural earth energies can affect the salt's absorption capacity. Those who work with plant allies or herbal medicine might notice enhanced dream communication with plant spirits when their sleep space is consistently protected. The practice can be especially beneficial during retrograde periods of other planets beyond Mercury. Each planetary retrograde brings unique energies that the salt can help process during sleep. Some practitioners notice improved sleep patterns during seasonal transition when implementing this practice. The salt helps ease the body's adjustment to changing daylight and weather patterns. The ritual can be particularly supportive during periods of intense manifestation work. Clear energy during sleep can enhance the power of intention setting and visualization practice. Those who work with ancestor veneration might find this practice creates clearer channels of communication with their lineage. The salt helps maintain appropriate boundary while connecting with ancestral wisdom. In closing, the practice of placing salt under your bed is a testament to the enduring wisdom of simple, natural methods for energy management. Whether you're dealing with spiritual growth, emotional processing, or simply seeking better rest, this ancient practice offers subtle yet powerful support for your journey. The key is to remain consistent with the practice while staying attuned to your own needs and experience. Let the salt be your silent ally in maintaining clear, supportive energy in your most vulnerable space, your place of rest and renewal. Remember that this practice, like any spiritual work, is deeply personal. What works for one person may need adjustment for another. Trust your intuition, observe your experiences, and allow this practice to evolve with your need. The salt beneath your bed stands ready to support your journey, one night at a time. Date marks not just another day to begin this practice, but an opportunity to connect with a tradition that has supported spiritual seekers and energy workers for generations. As you place the salt beneath your bed, you join countless others who have discovered the quiet power of this simple ritual. May your sleep be deep, your energy clear, and your space sacred as you work with this ancient practice of energetic maintenance and spiritual protection.